Today we are going to discuss about the external structure of leaf and types of venations, and also different structures and different forms of leaves that are found in the surroundings. Leaves are parts of a plant. They are defined as the lateral appendages that grow on the stem, particularly at the nodes of vascular plants. Leaves are generally thin and flat organs that are generally green in color, but other colors are also seen, and they contain chlorophyll, and they are the main organ responsible for photosynthesis or production of food of the plant. Now we are going to see the parts of a leaf. The leaf is joined at the node with the stem, and at the joining there are small green lateral outgrowths that are known as stipule, but stipules are not present in every leaf. The leaves which does not have stipules are known as exstipulate, and the leaf is joined through a stalk-like structure with the nodes of the stem, and that and the stalk-like structure is known as the petiole. And the leaf, the broad green part or flat part where the photosynthesis happens, is known as the leaf blade or lamina, and the basic part of the lamina from where the petiole is starting is known as the leaf base. Now the leaf blade or lamina has different parts. The apical portion of the leaf blade or lamina is known as the apex, and the margin of the leaf blade or lamina shows different types or different forms of margins in different plants. And then there is the midrib or the mid vein through which the water and nutrients and food are transported from other parts of the plant to the leaves. And from the midrib or the main vein there are veins coming out and veins growing, and from veins there are subveins or venules, and that give the venation and that form the venation of the leaves. And the part where the leaf is attached with the stem, there are axillary buds that are growing from the nodes. Now we are coming to discuss about the sessile leaves. The sessile leaves are the leaves where there is no petiole. The leaves are directly borne on the stem or peduncle, and such examples are seen in grass from in which there is no petiole and the leaves are directly grown on the branch or the stem. Now we are going to see the common leaf shapes that we see around us. If we collect different leaves and we compare with this chart, we will see that so many leaves have so many shapes and they are so diverse in nature. The grass leaves have linear, slender, narrow and long shape, and then China rose or hibiscus leaves have oval shape. The banana leaves are somewhat rectangular, but the shape is called oblong. Then there is beetle leaf, which is heart shaped or known as chordate shaped. Then there is radish leaves, which are lyrate shaped or lyre shaped. There are also bamboo leaf, which the shape of the bamboo leaf is known as lanceolate. So there are so many leaf shapes that are commonly found around us, and if we observe very properly or very carefully, we will see that leaf shapes vary greatly in nature. Now, if we observe the leaf margins also show great variations. In some of the leaf margins there are fine hairs, and the leaf margin is known as ciliate. Then there are leaf margins which are in the shape of rounded teeth-like structures, and the leaf margin is known as crenate. Then there is symmetrical teeth-like structures in the margin which are known as dentate. Dentate structure is seen in strawberry, and there are fine dentition-like structures in some leaf margins of some leaves, and they are known as denticulate. Then there are double serrate or double dentate structures. There are wavy structures, there are lobed structures, and some of the leaves have entire structure of which the leaf margin is not at all divided. So the leaf margins also show great variations. Now we are going to see the arrangement of leaves on the stem. The arrangement of leaves on the stem is known as phyllotaxy, and the arrangement of leaves on the stem also shows great variation from in different species of the trees. There are mainly three kinds of arrangements that we can see predominantly in nature. One is alternate arrangement. In alternate arrangement, from each node, one tree is grown at the right side and another tree is grown on the left side. So like this, the alternate arrangement of leaves is there, and in opposite arrangement, from each node there are two leaves growing on opposite sides, and from each node there are two leaves growing, and this is known as the opposite arrangement of leaves or opposite phyllotaxy. And in hold phyllotaxy, from each node three or more than three leaves are growing and they are giving a hole like appearance. And the example of alternate phyllotaxy is seen in mint, peepal, China rose, etc. And the example of opposite phyllotaxy is seen in jasmine, guava, and the whole phyllotaxy is seen in oleander species. The arrangement of veins and the midrib in the leaf lamina or the leaf blade is known as venation. The venation differs between monocots and dicots. In monocotyledonous plants, we see parallel venation in which the veins run parallel along each other and there is no other veins growing from these veins. And in reticulate venation, from the midrib there are veins growing, and from them there are also lateral branches growing out, and they are making a net like structure all over the leaf lamina or leaf blade, and this is known as the reticulate venation. The parallel venation is seen in monocotyledonous trees like maize, wheat, grass, paddy, banana tree, etc. And the reticulate venation is seen in dicotyledonous trees like mango tree, jamun tree, peepal, banyan, China rose, etc.